Hi, how you doing? Today I'm going to show you how I make my deli roast beef that I use for sandwiches. I slice it thin and this is 3-pound rump roast. I get it for about half cost of what I buy roast beef for in the store. And I like roast beef, so a lot of times I'll buy a rump roast like this. I'll cook it, slice it thin and pile it up, vacuum seal it. And I have roast beef for French dip, sandwiches, open face sandwiches with gravy, which is one of the things I like. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Like I said, this is a 3-pound rump roast. I've had it in the fridge uncovered for a couple hours so it could get dry. And now I'm going to make a rub for it. So we'll set the roast beef aside here. We'll take a bowl. And for my rub, I have a teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. I also have a teaspoon of thyme and a teaspoon of rosemary. In here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And finally, I have 4 cloves of garlic chopped. So we want to get that in there. My house smells like garlic right now. It smells good. We can toss that. Now, I'm just going to use some extra virgin olive oil to make a rub. I'll pour some in there. Get it mixed good. That's looking pretty good. So I'm going to take my pot roast, get it in the bowl and get it covered good with the rub. Just get your hands in there. Get it all, rub it all over. You can tell I like a lot of garlic, but it's a big piece of meat. I know you guys cook pot roast, but this is just the way I do it for deli sandwiches, and it is good. So I have my pot roast covered, and we're gonna get it into a roasting pan. Okay, I have my roast ready to go in the roast pan. And I want to put a digital thermometer in it so I can monitor it in the oven. I'm going to take it to probably around 135 so I can put a digital probe in it and keep an eye on it. Now, the easiest way to do that to tell if you're in the middle is hold the probe down, put your fingers at about the middle point, and then just push it in there. That's good. So now we'll get it in a roasting pan. I'm going to set that right there. I use an old school roasting pan. And the bottom, I use a rack so I can keep it off the bottom but close to the bottom. And I'm going to spray it so it doesn't stick. Give it a little spray. Put my roast in. Just like that. I'm going to cook it at 250. Low and slow till my digital thermometer alerts me, and I'll probably take a couple looks at it, but we're just going to cook it low and slow. And then when it gets out of the oven, after I get it to 135, I'll shut the oven off. I'll leave it in there probably 20 minutes. I like to have the outside kind of crispy. I like that kind of cooked well on the outside. So we'll get her in the oven, and as soon as it comes out, we'll let it cool. I'll get it cooled down in the refrigerator for quite a while, probably an hour or two. I want to make sure it's really cold, and then we'll slice it for sandwiches. So let me get it in the oven, and I'll get back with you as soon as it's cooked and we can pull it out. Okay, we have our roast here. It's chilled down. We're gonna get it ready to slice. I'm gonna cut the string. So I'm gonna cut it in half so we can make it a little easier to slice. Probably about right there. Oh, look at that. That looks good. So I'm gonna get ready to get the slicer out, get ready to slice it up, and we'll get right back to you. All right, we got our meat on the slicer. We're going to run it through a few times, thin sliced. Do the other half. Alright, there's our roast beef. Suction cups on the slicer. So that's it. So you can tell we got a pretty good pile of it. Thin sliced. I'll use it for French dip. I'll use it for open face sandwiches, whatever I want. So I'll vacuum seal this into like half-pound packs, put it in the freezer. So all in all, it was pretty easy. I mean, all you guys know how to make a roast. It's just slicing it and using it in this manner it's really cool. I mean, you have lunch meat on hand. So I hope you liked it. Hopefully you give it a try, and I'll see you guys next time.